Hey, spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6, the Teddy Roosevelt game. Now we're kind of just screwing around. Like really, we are just we're just kind of screwing around. And we are playing with a couple of mods. We're playing with the More Units mod and the add-ons for the DLCs. We're also playing with the NQ District Changes mod, which changes how the districts work a little bit. Instead of giving you flat yields, they give you flat yields plus a little bit of a percentage yield. For example, if we look at the oh my goodness, excuse me. If you look at the Archaeological Museum, it gives plus 15% culture instead of just flat culture. It means you can specialize your cities a little bit more, and that like terrain yields matter more and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool idea. I like it. You're gonna fortify there. I could steal a builder. Ooh, I will steal a builder. 2 charges for free. Next turn, I'm probably gonna kill the Aztecs for his cities. We will see how we do on amenities though. That's going to be a worrying thing. They think I'm a warmonger. I mean, I don't really care what the AI thinks of me. They weren't going to help me in any way, no matter what I did. Okay, one of my caravels just took some serious hits. He should be able to get a lot. Yeah, they all think I'm a warmonger. You're a warmonger. You're a warmonger. Screw you guys. I don't care. Screw you guys, I'm making my own game to save. We just got opera and ballet finished, and that's actually really important because that's the 100% culture yield from district buildings. That's actually not even that great. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna just like skip that one. Usually I would pick that up. So we're gonna take a bombardment here. We're gonna want to hit these. Clicking on this fire button is really difficult. Shoot with these guys. Shoot here. Shoot here. Get our horsemen in position. That hammer in this city. Oh my god. You need to back up. You need to become a crossbowman. You need to back up. We are getting an armory, that's good. So let's see here. We should be ready now to drop off these other pieces of art. I am somehow surprisingly going for a culture win. Actually, I need to check out what does the film studio even do? If wow, this is actually a fucking worthless bonus. Wow. You pick me up a spy here, because I do have the Machiavellianism slotted in here, so pick up a spy. Now, you actually... Oh man, I really want this. Your production is so bad. My god. Go to Washington, get some production. Get the shipyard. 17 turns. That's an outrage. That's an absolute outrage amount of time to do that in. The city has really good production. The city has really, really good production. So what is it generating here? What is it generating the most of here? Food production, so maybe an industrial zone here would make sense. We'll have this marked out as a national park, and if I drop this here, it's worth way more, but it does kill a really good tile. We'll drop it here. We'll send one to Hong Kong. Actually, why am I building this in my capital? My capital can't afford to do this. Capital has to do stuff like this to help it grow quicker. Somewhere else can build this by, possibly even over here. They'll do it quicker. Okay, I'm gonna send my caravels around, I think. See if I can't find any... that's an ironclad. That's an Australian ironclad, which is not so scary. Unit needs orders. Head over here. We should be able to find some things to pick on. Oh, +1 culture on the colossal head. Let me have a look with colossal head. Why do you give culture? I also, something I don't like about the game is certain yields, like only really production, food, and gold are really, you can really get from your tiles. When I feel like you should be able to get culture and stuff like that from those tiles. Like, why doesn't a campus give you, like, certain things? I just feel like you should get culture from things. And I feel like, I was playing with this mod, I can't remember what it's called, but it basically, it made it so that when you built a district, like let's say you built a commerce district, certain resources would get +1 gold on them. And then when you built like certain, like, then when you built a market, like food resources got an extra gold on them. And it made it so that it felt like your tiles were really evolving and becoming meaningful for your civilization. Whereas this is just like, eh. Anyway, we'll drop a mine here. Just because the city badly needs a production tile. We'll drop farms here too. So we want to send a trade route to Los Angeles for the production. Let's drop a city here. Boston. Hey, appropriate! We settled Boston in Ireland. Hey! We've come full circle, guys. I will purchase a trader here to send back to Los Angeles. And I will build a commercial hub here pretty much straight away. Here we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I should have emphasized maybe exploration more. So next turn. No? Why would I just give you stuff, John Curtin? Also, can we just talk about how John Curtin's head is way too big for his body? And then, like, the reverse is happening here. This dude's shoulders are way too big for his body. Apologies, I will look elsewhere. I mean, there's really nothing I can do if he wants to kill that city. Sure. So this unit has taken some more damage. So I'm going to pull it back to heal. We're going to take more combat strength versus city defenses, because that should help 67 versus 60. Yes, we will be taking bombardment. We're going to start hammering away at those city defenses slowly but surely. In other words, we're going to steal this builder too. Actually, I managed to steal a builder. So when you get up there and start improving that stuff. You're going to rest here. I could faith purchase a unit, like another frigate. You can't faith purchase frigates. You can only faith purchase land units. What is this BS? I will get the Gurdwara though. And help grow a little quicker. You sleep there. Go into fortify mode. Alert. You drop some farms there. Horseman, just wait a turn. Spearman, fortify. Really great work. Awesome. Move these great works now. I also think it's dumb that you can't move great works around at will. It's like, why? It, like what does that do for the game? It doesn't make the game interesting. It doesn't make the game better. It just makes it like more of a pain in the ass. Like, I don't think you should ever really be wanting to implement things in your game that make it worse. And I feel like they've implemented a lot of stuff in these games that make them worse and just less. Like, and you might say, oh, it's convenience, but why does it have to be 10 turns? 10 turns is an outrageous amount of time. Why isn't it like 3 or 4 turns? That's much more reasonable. It allows you to play around with it. It allows you to try things out. Faster movement in woods and terrain. Sure. We're doing some coastal exploration. You're going to be trading with Los Angeles to make you... Yeah. I have a couple of ideas that I want to put up. That I want to put together for my next series. And I'm getting ideas while I'm playing this game about optimizing some of my strategies and stuff like that and making interesting gameplay. But we'll see what we come up with. So we just unlocked that. We're going to shoot here. We're going to shoot here. Watermill. Do we need a watermill? There's no sense not picking up the watermill here, I guess. Really what I need is housing here, but I'm not going to be able to get any. I settle here and here, yeah. Just make some settlers for me. Doing some exploration. I don't mind playing against Deity. It's not as fun for me to play on Deity because the Deity AI, it just gets so many bonuses that it doesn't even feel like I'm really competing. It feels like there's only a few strategies that really work to win, and whereas I feel like if I'm playing on Emperor, I can kind of get to I kind of get the opportunity to kind of play the game I want to play it, the way I want to play it. There's some really cool cities over here. Like, and not only that, but like the technology moves so fast in the game that like by the time I actually move units down here to settle this, the game is over. Like, it doesn't really offer you the opportunity to settle late game, and that's something I think there's a lot of problems with Civ. Just like, and not this Civ, but Civ games in general. Like late game settling, it doesn't seem viable. Whereas I feel like you should get a growth bonus per era or something, that your city centers will level up just a little bit quicker. For whatever justification you want to give it, just because population growth was faster in, or whatever, as human civilization marched on. We'll drop a farm here, and I also think like the amount of resources. Like I feel like resources. Like if you've got horses, copper, and tobacco in a city, like that's gonna cause people to want to live here. Like you should get a growth bonus for resources. You know, like even if I were to settle this desert, okay, but if it had like iron, copper, and a little bit of fish, and let's say it had other like gems or something, like gems should be like a huge pull to people. Be like, hey, yeah, we want to live here because this is where the fucking gems are, dude. We want to live with the gems, you know. And it feels like the game it misses these opportunities to make the game systems not necessarily reflect reality, but sort of have interesting mechanics that reflect reality. I don't know. I would really like to actually make a mod. That's the dream. One day I'll get time, or I'll get someone to help me, or whatever, and I'll put together like a not a historically accurate mod, but like a historically plausible mod that adds some interesting depth to the game or something. I'm gonna need more of these frigates. I'm gonna need a lot more of these frigates. Like, great admirals are worthless. Why would you ever want a great admiral? It doesn't seem like there's anything good about them. And the card systems are really cool, but you're so limited in your choices that you're left with just only a few cards being viable. I think it would be more interesting if there was like, instead of a slots, what if it was like a point buy system? Like cards had different costs. So instead of it being balanced per slot, like let's say meritocracy, that could cost like 5 points. So you could have meritocracy or 5 1-point cards. I don't know, I feel like the civic system is great, but I feel like they could have adjusted it a little bit and made it more interesting and more balanced and fun. But hey, what do I know? That's all the sort of stuff. That's all the sort of stuff that I would want to do with the game. So Charleston, you've done what? You just built a watermill. And you're kind of stuck. You can't really do anything until we get urbanization. Make some explorers, I guess. What else am I gonna do? Well, I guess I could actually do like industrial zone logistics. No. Theater Square Festival. That's the victory type. Like, I don't even really feel compelled to try and win this game. Oh, this was a mistake. This was a huge mistake. Unit needs orders. Get this tobacco online. Oosh. I guess part of the problem is I don't really enjoy actually winning in Civ. I actually enjoy like settling cities and having that portion of the game is way more interesting to me than like actually winning a game. Which is why I think this civilization has like the best potential to be like the Civ of choice. So he wants an alliance for 2 of my amenities. I mean, I would really like that, but I just can't accept that. I'm sorry, buddy. Sure. I also feel like there's some other things you could do with the game to make it, like, I don't know if I would say more interesting, but maybe, like, fix the pacing. So instead of, like, science being, like, this absolute value, like, you need 10 science for this tech, what if science was, like, a relative value thing? Like, so, rather than being like, oh, you know, you need exactly 100 science to get this technology. What if it was like everyone's science was like put into a pool, like, and then whoever had the most advanced, so rather than being an exact point buy system, there was like you got a percentage of the science of the world, and you needed a certain percentage, like rather than. Like, let's say this tech, instead, it cost 100% science. So if you have 20% of the science in the world, that means it's going to take you 5 turns to research that. But not exactly like that, but sort of along those lines, where it was relative. Because that would allow people to, that would allow you to pace the game better, I feel. And then obviously, once someone has unlocked it, once somebody has unlocked that technology, the next person to unlock it gets a discount. So let's say it costs, this costs 100% of the tech of the world to unlock, and your neighbor has it, you would, let's say, and you know someone who has it, right? So you know someone has that, and you can have it like be graduated, like, so if anyone has it, it just gets like, say, 5% cheaper. But if you also know someone who has it, it gets another 5% cheaper. But if somebody has it and you know someone has, and you know that person, and they have a city within X tiles of your city, you get another 5% off. So, you know, it would mean that technology would sort of radiate outward from the tech leader in an interesting way. I don't know, maybe that's dumb, but I think that could be interesting. Yeah, you're gonna go for the archaeological museum. We're gonna get a great writer here soon. That's good. I actually like America as a civilization. Like, look at all this land over here that I could have been colonizing if it wasn't for the dumb AI being in my way and shit. Just get away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Alright, get out of here. Level up. I'm surprised this unit also hasn't leveled up. The city has taken some damage. So let's send it over here to Madrid. We're going to start stealing some tech to try and catch up a little bit here. We've got a factory coming up, which is plus 15% production. Damn! Does it extend the plus 15% production? If it only extends the plus 2 production, that's okay. But if it also extends the plus 15% production, That's bonkers. That's fucking bonkers if it does. Next turn. Goodbye! Don't care about you. We do have culture as a focus in here. Taking a little bit of damage from the city. We do have culture as a focus in here, right? I can't actually check what my citizens are doing in the middle of a turn! Goodness, goodness, goodness. Yes. Oh, need to get that online. Probably time to pick up a builder. Let's snag a builder real quick in here. Go here. I have this terrible habit where when I get into a game of some sort or other and things aren't going so well, I want to restart. I have this, and even when I play like games like MMOs, I have this too, where it's like, oh, my character didn't quite turn out the way I was hoping. I'm gonna just make a new character. And this is my problem with Civ too. I always just like, I'll run a game for a little bit and then I'll be like, oh man, I could try out this thing, and then I just like leave that game the way it is. When and it's a legitimate problem. Like, I'm just completely starting new games all the time. And I guarantee you, there's probably people watching me who are like, yeah, I do that too. I don't know what it is about these games. It just makes you want to like try new things every time you play them. Oof. Taking some hits here on this boat. Ugh. Alright, we'll call this a wrap for this episode, so I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember, if you want to see more of me playing Civilization 6, you can subscribe to my channel to get notified when new videos come out. If you want to directly support my channel, please leave a like on the video. It increases my rank on YouTube. And if you want to give me your feedback on this game, make sure you leave a comment. Other than that, I want to thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. I love you all very, very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.